Hello everyone, this is Kyle out of course for Draftradio. We're doing some Dragons of Tarkir. I'm excited. I apologize, we haven't done anything in a month. It's been a long time. Apologize for that. This pack's pretty solid. We get a Draconic Roar, Uri Bowmasters, Sandcrafter Mage, and an Artful Maneuver. I'm going to take the Draconic Roar. Cheap instant speed removal seems pretty good. Hopefully we can work out a game. This thing just started off like right immediately, so I didn't have time to work something out beforehand, but that's fine. We got two solid red cards, too. There's a Calceaxma Behemoth, which is a card I like a lot, and a Sarkhan's Rage, but Bread tells me that I should take removal before efficient creatures. I also don't know if I want to be aggressive or if I want to be control-y, and Sarkhan's Rage is is great in the aggressive shell and fine in the control shell, but 5 damage is 5 damage, so can't hate on that too much. Let's see here. So there's Echoes of the Kin Tree, which I think is pretty good. I don't hate it. The only decent red card to consider here is a Scream Reach Brawler. There's also a Monastery Lore Master, which I actually might take this Lore Master, solely because the red card is not that great. The green cards are fine, but the blue card actually is good, especially when Lore Master can bring back our Draconic Roar and our Sarkhan's Rage. So we're going to take that. However, that is a pretty late Silumgar Butcher. There's also Hardened Berserker, but again, that's not that much better than Butcher. Butcher is like the best card in this pack by a pretty decent margin. Salt Road Ambushers is fine, but it's not Butcher. Alright, so now we've got 2 red cards, a black card and a blue card, and nothing else is happening that's really that great. There's another Salt Road Ambushers. I'm going to go ahead and take Scream Reach Brawler here. It's fine. It's not something I'm like super excited about, mind you, but you know, it is regardless, it's fine. Like I said, it's not amazing, but it's decent. So let's see here. There's a Marsh Hulk, which we can take if we want to go the red-black route. There's also a Durg Boy, as I like to call him, who is also decent. Marsh Hulk or Nemesis. It's like 6 in one, half a dozen in the other, really. And I can play off-color morphs either way, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the black one, I guess, since Butcher is strictly better than Lore Master. I'll take a second Scream Reach Brawler. I'm not thrilled about it, but like my options thus far are Dutiful Attendant, which I guess goes well with the Silumgar Butcher, but I'll just take the solid red card that I know is in my colors. Like, there are worse things to have happen, and now there are no good black or blue cards in this pack, which makes me incredibly sad. My brother has walked in. Say hi, Colin.
Hey, guys.
Excuse me. Hey, you're all right.
Hey, guys.
I'm taking Dragon Scar Bear because it's a bear. And bears are good. Plus, there's like literally nothing else in that pack. Good to know that Treadupon is in the pool somewhere, but... So we've got 2 black cards, one of which is very good. Silumgar Butcher is very good. The other one is just fine. And Lore Master, which is somewhere in between those 2 in power level, and a bear. Sounds like the plot for a sitcom. So 2 zombies, a genie, and a bear walk into a bar. And the bartender goes... Actually, the bartender probably screams in terror and runs, or dies. Either one of those 2 things happen. It's alright, though. We got some solid red playables, and not terrible. Not terrible at all. Like I said, though, guys, I am very sorry. I've been taking a huge break from Magic and getting ready for grad school and prepping with. I'm dealing with some personal stuff that's been going on in my life. So, not that that's important or anything like that, but just so everyone knows. That's why I haven't done a video in a while. Magmatic Chasm is fine. I'm going to take Tigum Strike, as it is like one of the better cards. It goes nicely with our Monastery Lore Master. Dramaka's Gift is decent. It does go nicely with Dragon Scarred Bear, I guess. Like, you can put some serious counters on one of your dudes. Although Glaring Aegis is also quite decent. Glaring Aegis is a card that surprises me with how decent it is. But I don't know if it's better than Dramaka's Gift. And in the long run of this things, I don't think it is better than Dramaka's Gift. So there's a Herd Chaser Dragon. Oh, man, I really do not want to be in red-green. I guess I could be in red-green, if that's where the signals are pushing me. I mean, Dragon is better than a 3rd Scream Reach Brawler. I'll Dramaka Dunecaster, because it's decent, I guess. I don't know. And there's nothing in that pack for us. There wasn't even like a Kindled Fury that I could take and like pretend to feel good about. There was just nothing. So right now we've got 2 blue cards. Signals are all over the place. Glint is fine if we do wind up in blue, I guess. We know we're in base red because that's where our good stuff is, although red seemed to dry up pretty hard there. I guess we could be like green-blue and then splash for Draconic Roar and Sarkhan's Rage, but that seems strictly worse. I don't mind Screamreach Brawler either. It's a decent card. Either way you slice it. Whether we're the mid-range green deck or whether we're the aggressive red-black deck, or really doesn't matter either way. I'm not committed to green yet, though, by any stretch of the imagination. Like, we could easily open up a black bomb or a blue bomb in the next pack. Red-blue is a very decent color combination, especially when you get past a 15th pick Durger Nemesis, so that's fine. I'm just going to shuffle these so that we have a plan. Let's see here. There is a Pitiless Horde, which is absolutely insane. This card is great. Like, you either you play it on turn 3 and they're like, oh crap, there's a 5/3, let's 2-for-1 ourselves, or you just dash it forever and always, and they die. Bloodshed Rager's good. Hopefully we wheel like a Hardened Berserker. We might wheel Aspirant, but... Oh, we have Butterscotch and Heath Chip Scones and Cranberry Scones. Yeah, our grandma made us scones, which is pretty sick.
That is bomb.
That's worth talking about on this channel.
Yes. Also, if you try this tea, it's really good.
Is it? We have blueberry tea too, and a second Pitiless Horde.
So do you do?
Colin used to play aggro. I'm doing dragons. Look at this bad boy.
Ew.
You can cast him for 4 and then just return him to your hand.
That is awesome.
He just dodges pacifisms forever. And he's going to be the second Pitiless Horde. Okay, so like I said, this is why we kept open. Opened up another black bomb.
See ya.
Colin is leaving with his scones and his tea. Bye, Colin.
Bye.
We have Dragon Fodder and a Tarka Efreet. Fodder is fine, but Efreet is awesome. You can get in tons of damage. And the list of things that the Efreet kills are legion. Alright, yeah, so right now we're getting some nice red signals in this pack. We're getting some good black stuff. I'm going to take this Twin Bolt, though. This Twin Bolt is nifty. Like my removal spells, for sure. I like my 2 Pitiless Hordes a lot. This guy is a plan in and of itself. Yes, sir. So we've got tons of removal. We've got decent creatures now. Yeah, the 2 Pitiless Hordes into the Atarka Efreet into the Twin Bolt was real nice. Now we've got options now, which is great. Like turn 2, I can dash Screamreach Brawler. None of this is insane, but I'm fine just taking a Dragon Fodder here. We're a little light on 2-drops, and like honestly, 2 bodies on the board is pretty decent. It's not nearly as good here as it would have been, like, you know, obviously in the in standard, where you just 2 bodies is nuts. There's nothing in here that I want. So just take the best thing, I guess. I guess I can take Carsey Sadist. Carsey Sadist does let us sack goblins. Yeah, it's fine. We'll take a Carsey Sadist. It's not the worst thing I've ever taken. There's literally nothing that's worth me taking now. I guess we could take Dragon Lord Servant on the off chance that we find a card that I actually want. Or just take the best card in here, which is either Artful Maneuver or Champion of Arishan. Just take the combat trick that blows me out of the water both times. Like the 2-mana 1/3 doesn't help us that much. Alright, let's see what we got here. We wield the Kolgan Aspirant, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want. We need another 2-drop anyway. It's nice that we have one. I'm going to go ahead and take Lose Calm here. I haven't had too much success with Lose Calm, but it is pretty decent if we can get collateral damage or something along those lines. It's certainly very fine. Another Dragon Fodder or Kolagon Stormsinger. I'm actually going to take Dragon Fodder, because Fodder gives me targets for Exploit, although we're at a point where maybe just giving something haste is better. Yeah, this is actually kind of tough, because I really only have 2 Exploit cards, and there's not any Exploit in Fate Reforged. And Kolaghan Stormsinger actually seems better, so that's what we're going to grab. Although Impact Tremors looks better with 2 Dragon Fodders, but we don't have 2 Dragon Fodders. I don't really want to play a second Lose Calm. Although I guess it is strictly better. I'll play Ancestral Statue on the off chance that our opponent has like pacifisms, and then I'll just take Sharkon's Triumph, even though it's just straight garbage. There's a Soul Flare, which is very nice. I like Soul Flare. I like Battle Brawler. Oh my god, I like Battle Brawler. I also like Heel Cutter. Realistically, I will not wheel any of these cards. So it's really just a matter of what one I think is better. And I'd like to say Battle Brawler is probably better. Soul Flare is just a really expensive exploit card, a really expensive like delve guy. It's either Heel Cutter or Brawler here, and I'm not sure which one I want more. I think with 2 Lose Calms, I think I can afford to take the Battle Brawler there rather than the Heel Cutter. That might be a mispick. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That was difficult. I'm not sure which one was better there. Shockmaw Dragon is nice, and I do like my finishers, but we're pretty good on the power level. I'm going to take Mardu Scout here. It's just a phenomenal card. Comes out early and then just blasts stuff away. I like that about that card. I'm going to take Sultai Emissary as well here. Get a nice little aggressive curve going on. Seems pretty solid so far. I'm going to go ahead and take Alesha's Vanguard as well. Seems good. There's a Destructor Dragon in the second Frontier Siege, but sweet. All right, we have a match. I was worried for a second we wouldn't actually get a match to do. This is very good. I like this deck so far. It seems like we've actually got a pretty strong plan going on. So there is a collateral damage, which I'm actually think I'm going to take here. We've got 2 Lose Calms, and then I can just like Lose Calm collateral damage on turn 5 and just blow them up. I guess there's a Lightning Shriek or 2 and a Typhoid Rat are considerations, but given what we've got going on, I think this is just fine. All right, so the choice is between Wild Slash, which is very good, or Flamewake Phoenix, which is also very good, both because it has our collateral, because I can't talk. It goes well with our collateral damage, and it's just a nice aggressive card. And our deck seems real aggressive. I'm actually going to take this Flamewake Phoenix. I think that's just a nice aggro-esque flyer to race them, and then just like blast them with something. It seems really good. I'll just take the Wandering Champion. There's nothing else that interests me in that set. Whisk Away is the best card there, I guess. I guess there's Arishan Cleric to not lose to. I mean, Arishan Cleric is so good against our deck, it's not even funny, but it is what it is. What's cool about this is that the way we've got things set up now, we can actually just run 10-7 and be pretty happy with that. 10 mountains and 7 swamps. We got Sultai Emissary. Yeah, I really like our deck right now. All right, so this is our original pack. It's gone around the table. We didn't wheel anything that we really wanted. We did wheel a Team of Battle Rage. Team of Battle Rage is pretty good with both Pitiless Horde, which we have 2 of course. It's also pretty good with our Atarka Afreet, and it's also just a decent combat trick anyway. So, I mean, we're not going to gain incredible value out of it. Like, for example, if I get like an off-color, like a color morph, even if I get like Typhoid Rats, I might be willing to side this out. But Team of Battle Rage is still pretty decent. It's a fair consideration to make the cut of the deck, I think. Now, granted, we're not going to get like as much value out of it as we would for say as Green would, but that's okay. It's still pretty decent. I still enjoy it. I really like that we've got the 2 Lose Calms and the collateral damage, along with Phoenix. Like, we've got like a nice little mini combo there. Not that that's the only reason we're playing those. I don't care about any of these. I'm just gonna take War Flare because it could actually just mess up my entire day, as can Cunning Strike. And at this point, we're just like, hey, drafting things that we don't want to see, which is not what you should do. But in all honesty, if there's nothing else in the pack for you, then what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? All right, that is the sound of a new pack. Grim Contest is the best card there by far, and Smoldering Fleet is actually playable for us. So now we need to make the tough call of whether or not we want a Smoldering Efreet or a Temur Battle Rage. I think we just want the Efreet, don't we? Because let's see here. Without Efreet, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 creatures. So I guess we could want the Temur Battle Rage, but of those 16 creatures, 5 of those have dash. And so there's no real chance that maybe there's a chance that we don't play everything out. Plus, I would like another 2-drop to make Battle Brawler get set up. And realistically, we've only got 3 things that set Temur Battle Rage's Ferocious up, which is really the big thing. Although I guess we technically have Marsh Hulk, which we can cast face up too, that does it. I think we're going to try it with the Battle Rage now, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. Like we might just get after game 1 and just side it out. But I think right now it's not terrible. Certainly, it's better than the 2/2 that we can sacrifice and dome ourselves in the head with the head. I'll take another War Flare. Somebody can get a really late split land. And then, of course, I'll take the Refocus. So far, I actually really like the way that our deck plays out. The loose columns are actually going to give us some pretty sick plays. I think it gives us some nice late game power. We've got some serious heavy hitters in the 2 Pitiless Hordes, and the Flamewake Phoenix is nice aggressive creature as well. And the rest of our guys are just ground dorks to kind of hit the stage and make stuff happen. Yeah, we could have easily gotten into a really crappier red-green deck, which would have just been bad. I snapped up these War Flares too because realistically the split lands I don't need. I guess there's an off-color one if I really wanted to splash with those Artful Maneuvers, but I really don't. I think being more consistent is certainly fine. Whereas War Flare in the right hands can just absolutely obliterate people. I've seen it happen. It happened during the Pro Tour for Fate Reforged. I watched it. It was not good. And thus, I am not letting it happen to us. I refuse. I refuse to go softly into that night, into that good night. Or go quietly into that good night. Either way, we're not going anywhere quietly. That's the point of that. Yeah. Again, folks, I'm really sorry I haven't done anything in a month. It's been so just absolutely hectic. I don't know, I don't even know if there's a word in the English language to describe how much stuff has been happening. Oh, come on. Don't you dare do this to me, you bastards. Your recently finished drafts. You have got to be kidding me. All right, so we got an error. But luckily, folks, I have been writing down our picks just for such an occasion. Tapped out, people. If you are watching this, please, for the love of God, fix the system. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we can't get our draft results ever. But it's starting to become a problem. Please, 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 please fix it so that people like me and people like the people that watch our channel can draft for free. All right. I'm going to go finish making our deck, folks. I will see all of you fine people in round 1. Have an excellent one.